Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to hop on here and talk about what Jake Paul said about his fight with Mike Tyson. Now, as many of you might have known, Jake Paul recently fought pro and legend boxer Mike Tyson back in November of 2024. This was a huge event as it was the first boxing event and live stream on Netflix. It was also just Mike Tyson's name itself. A lot of people growing up with Mike Tyson wanted to see this fight. My own parents wanted to see this fight because, it's Mike Tyson. Just his name alone holds such a high stature within the boxing scene that everyone who was involved with the event just knew how much money they would make from it. In all honesty, we all kind of knew that because seeing Jake Paul, who's much younger than Mike Tyson, was obviously always going to win that fight. I mean, the dude himself claimed that he almost died because of a stomach ulcer and that made him lose 25 pounds and a lot of blood in the hospital. So it's even crazy that Mike Tyson decided to go through with this fight. There were still some people grasping onto some sort of hope in the fact that Mike Tyson might actually win, but I mean, we all kind of knew he wasn't. But what we saw in the event was even worse because Mike Tyson was barely even throwing punches. He was just taking punches majority of the time, if not actually all the time. And that's just kind of sad to see because we're just seeing this 58-year-old man just in a boxing ring with someone much younger than him. Like practically, Jake Paul was just beating on the elderly. That's literally what we just saw. And that's what makes everything so bad to even see. But of course, the whole meaning behind this fight would get even worse when Jake Paul accidentally revealed on stream with Adin Ross that Mike Tyson had Parkinson's disease before his fight. And I'll play that clip for you guys now.
And then ayahuasca is really good for your brain as well. And same with toad. Toad is what cured Mike Parkinson's. Toad cured Tyson's Parkinson so that he could come back and fight.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, so the Parkinson's got toad, or the Parkinson's from a toad? You lick a toad? How does that work?
You smoke it.
First thing first, guys, Parkinson's is a disease that once you have it, you can't get rid of it. So I don't know what Jake Paul is even saying that a toad helped Tyson be cured of Parkinson's disease. Like, what? And for those of you who don't know what Parkinson's disease even is, it's basically something that you could acquire by just aging. It basically means that your brain is just moving slower and causes you to have like slower movements, has like stiffness in your arms, and just have not normal posture when walking. It also can lead to like a lost sense of smell or even drooling. So hearing that Mike Tyson had this going into this fight is literally insane because that means that Jake Paul fought an elderly man with Parkinson's disease in a ring. Like, that's so fucked up. And although there's footage of him actually training for this fight that shows how fast he was moving, people did find out that some of that footage was from a few years back. And in the actual fight itself, Mike Tyson wasn't really moving that fast. He was kind of stiff, not really doing much. He was just clinching and biting on his mouth guard. So the odds of him having this disease are still pretty high. And the fact that anyone who's a part of this event even went through with this even transpiring should actually be looked at, because dog, this is insane. Like, who on Netflix signed on this deal, bro? Like, if they knew that Mike Tyson is not well enough to actually participate in a fight, then why did they even go through with it? The money is generally just not worth all that, bro. I know at the end of the day, this is just for money, but the well-being of Mike Tyson could have drastically been affected in a negative way if something wrong were to happen. And if something wrong did actually happen, it would have looked bad on Netflix, bad on Jake Paul, and everyone else who actually was involved with this event. So the risk of all that transpiring is not worth it for any of their careers. Especially on Jake Paul, because you know how bad this is going to look on him, bro? I get he's fighting Mike Tyson, that's going to look mad good on his record, but the fact that he even went through with this fight knowing how unwell he truly is disturbing, bro. Like, how much of a gruesome individual you have to be to neglect the fact that this dude is obviously not right to be in a fight with you in the ring, bro. Like, there's so many things that could go wrong, and not even that. He shouldn't even just be in that position, bro. Like, him getting beat up, being that old, and not being able to actually move as fast, and him even having Parkinson's, he probably wasn't even aware that he was in the ring during that whole moment. Like, who's ever in Mike Tyson's team even allowing this to go through should also be looked at. Because, dude, why are you putting this guy in a ring when he's not well or fit enough to even fight, bro? And not even that, it also looks bad on his record. He lost to Jake Paul. Like, dude, you know how bad that looks on Mike Tyson? You literally allowed such a legend in the boxing scene to just ruin his legacy. Like, why are you guys even allowing that to transpire in the first place? It's just sad to see that everyone that was involved only cared about the money and how good it makes Jake Paul look. Because I guarantee you, half the people who are actually putting this event together knew that Jake Paul was gonna win. He had everything in his favor, bro. Legit, everything was in his favor. And the fact that they allowed this to happen is just sad. And I know there was still a part of everyone that didn't want to accept the fact that Mike Tyson was possibly going to lose this event before it happened. But you gotta realize that this dude is not fit enough or well enough to even be in the ring. He shouldn't even have to be put into position where he's fighting a younger individual that's obviously just gonna beat on him, bro. Like, that's just disrespectful. It's like we just witnessed somebody commit such a vile act towards an elderly individual who now we know most likely has Parkinson's disease, and he's just getting away with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there should be some sort of repercussion for doing something like this. Like, it's just insane to me that they even thought this was a good idea in the first place. Now it's like we just saw Mike Tyson's last ever fight, and that's the way he goes out, losing to Jake Paul, him not being well enough to even be in the ring, and the fact that he just got used. He practically just got used for clout, fame, money. In my opinion, there should be more regulations for a boxing match so something like this doesn't happen again. The event holders should be more aware of people's well-being before even allowing two people to get in the ring. You know what I mean? Like, Mike Tyson shouldn't be having Parkinson's disease and be seen fighting Jake Paul. The fact that I even have to say this out loud is ridiculous, because that's just something that should be so obvious to everybody involved with the event. Because if we're just gonna let this situation slide, who knows what other fighters when they get older is gonna fight younger individuals and be even more hurt. Like, imagine 20-30 years from now, Tank fights ISO Speed. Like, bro, obviously people are gonna be more mad at Speed because why are you fighting someone that's like twice your age? You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it a buck. If that did actually happen, who goes to say that no one's gonna speak out against it? Because we obviously just saw Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, with Mike Tyson being incredibly unwell, and they still went through with that. So who knows? In the future, we're probably gonna see some crazy ass fighters go against each other when they shouldn't even be fighting each other in the first place. And obviously, I'm definitely talking about an age gap between the two fighters, because that was one of the main issues that some people, including myself, had with this fight in the first place. Just imagine that we all knew that Mike Tyson had Parkinson's disease. He's walking down the street, probably with a cane, trying to walk, trying to go to the store, and Jake Paul just starts beating him for no reason. That's practically what we just saw in the ring a few months ago. And now with the new knowledge that he actually did have Parkinson's disease, it just makes it a lot worse. Now, Jake Paul would also go on to deny the fact that Mike Tyson had Parkinson's disease in a Twitter post. He'd go on to say, "Bruh, Mike Tyson didn't have no Parkinson's. What the fuck? Why the fuck is the internet so stupid for? I misspoke. Meant he used Toad to heal his pain. He has spoken about it so many times. Just like I do, just like many do." Mike Tyson will also come out and deny any rumors of him having Parkinson's disease, by TMZ receiving a statement from Mike and them declaring that Mike is happy and perfectly healthy, he doesn't have Parkinson's or any other illnesses. To me, this just sounds like a cop-out and dumb trying to fix the PR damage that was already caused, because in the video, Jake Paul clearly says Parkinson's twice. He doubles down on the fact that Mike Tyson had Parkinson's. So the odds are he was probably telling the truth. And this makes sense too, because everyone involved with the event would obviously know how bad of a look it is to allow Mike Tyson to be in the ring with Jake Paul when he has this severe of a disease. And Jake Paul tried to go off with the whole toad method, which is true because Mike Tyson has stated in the past that he has been using toads in order to cure the illnesses that he was facing during that moment in time. But obviously for something like this, who goes to say that Mike Tyson wasn't trying to use toads in order to help his Parkinson's disease, because that's what Jake Paul literally said in the clip. And that's why many others, including myself, truly is taking Jake Paul's word. Because why would he backtrack on something like that, trying to say that, oh, I meant pain, when he clearly said Parkinson's twice? In reality, if he didn't misspoke, he would have corrected himself right then and there, bro. There is some people saying that he didn't have Parkinson's and he did have sciatica, which I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Basically, it's a disease that affects the lower half of your body. This is true because Mike Tyson has officially declared this multiple times in the past. But even then, if someone has this disease and is supposedly healed from it, I truly don't think they should be fighting in the first place. Because so many things can go wrong when you get diagnosed with a disease, and you being hit multiple times can honestly affect it or even make it worse. Like, if Mike Tyson had bad legs, why is he even fighting? He should just be at home resting up and just spending time with his family. I just don't get it, guys. I feel like there's been so many reasons why this fight shouldn't have happened, but you whatever, bro. It happened. I'm just glad that a lot of things that could have went wrong didn't go wrong. But with that being said, it is the end of the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below on your thoughts about the whole situation. It's your boy Jordan, talking about why the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight was a bad idea from the jump, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.